A sudden stabbing at a bus stop. Conflicting witness statements. And a defendant applying to avoid a prison sentence. In Estate vs. Avelina Lopez, the judge must unravel a chaotic fight and decide between punishment and rehabilitation, with a shocking piece of evidence changing the case.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 009398, State versus Avelina Lopez. Could I have the parties announce? All right, and are you Mr. Lopez? All right, you entered a plea of no contest on October 7th. You applied for deferred adjudication. The PSI was waived. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state is opposed to your application. This will run concurrently with 2025 CC 006611, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. Are both parties ready to proceed with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, any witnesses state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witness? All right, you may call your witness.
We'll call Terry.
All right, you may be seated. All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. I'm going to need you to keep your voice up because the court reporter has to hear. If you'll state your name for the record.
Terry Dillion.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. A few questions.
Okay.
Mr. I don't know, Mr. Lopez.
Defend.
Is your son? How many children do you have?
3.
What's the all of that line?
Mhm.
Should they? Now, Ms. Lopez, does your son live with you?
If you do,
Does he?
no.
What's the that?
He's homeless. Sometimes they're his brother.
Sometimes city. So when you say he's homeless, how long has he been homeless?
Ever since he got divorced,
And you say he got divorced, what caused you to be homeless?
I guess drugs.
Drugs? Okay. Now, when he's homeless, does he still see you?
Yes,
And how often does he see you?
almost every day.
What does he do? Privacy.
He was to wish if I'm okay. If I need something, it's what I need.
We go there. What's that?
Like if I need something from the store, like something.
If without clean up with.
Yeah, he does my trash.
Now, even though he's homeless, does he work?
Yes, he does.
What does he do?
He does my trash and he works in one day. He go in and one Saturday and then the next day you got him like that.
They labor job?
Yeah, it comes.
Have you ever seen him be fired?
No,
And how does that actually mean?
no.
And you mentioned something about rough. What do you mean by that?
Well, he's always late. I usually late.
You don't know what kind of you just no. What about alcohol?
If sometimes he comes beer.
You can answer your call with his life. Okay, so sure.
All right, I just have a few. Any objection? Yes. So, give me some information about your son. Where did things start going wrong for him as far as the choices he's been making in his life?
Back in the drugs and alcohol?
No, I mean, when did he start on this path that he's on now?
Right now? It got worse when he got divorced.
Mhm.
Just when he started being homeless. And he still works. He was working. Buy his drugs or something.
And what drugs has he been using?
I know when he was teenage, he used to smoke.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving me some insight into your son. I appreciate it. All right, anything else?
No further defense.
Okay. State you're opposed. You may proceed.
Your Honor, we're asking that you deny his application and sentence him to 10 years and TEC. And that's based upon the evidence that was stipulated upon, which essentially states that it's alleged that the victim and the defendant got into an argument regarding an alcoholic beverage. They engaged in some sort of physical altercation, and then it died down for a short period of time, and the defendant returns with another stab to the victim. That's supported by multiple witness statements that are in stipulations. So we would ask that you deny his application and sentence him to 10 years.
All right, defense.
I agree with the state except for the 10 years and a little bit about you read the reports.
Yes.
There was I guess another homeless gentleman who actually stole a beer. I'm not condoning his actions. Problem is at a bus stop where his had numerous phones stolen from him. I guess that day he had just had enough. And when we say it was a brief time, it was an extremely brief time to the point that we were deciding whether it was going to be self-defense or not. Having said that, Judge, you heard his mother talk about the drugs, but he's not your typical homeless person. I think this is a person that's needs some type of help to get his where he's going, what he's doing. He has a home in society. He's still trying to participate in society. And if you look at his criminal history, the type of thing out. The state's going to get into that a little bit. Most of it is marijuana based. I think it's K2 and Kush and all that stuff. No hard drugs, but a lot of smoking and drink. We're respectfully requesting for adjudication and with any kind of treatment. You're going to do patient treatment, should work with that ground. Life skills to get it back where it needs to be.
All right, so I have a couple of questions. Number one, and if your client wants to answer it, who is Angelica to him? Was that a friend?
No, I believe is it the witnesses?
Yes.
I believe all the witnesses were just witnesses. I don't know.
Because, and let me just tell you my issue with granting your application. In the stipulations, it says, Angelica said Avelina accused Tristan of stealing his beer. And they began to fight. Now, other witnesses are saying it was this verbal altercation. And I'm using the word altercation because that's how they put it in the police report. But then they said it became a physical altercation. And Angelica said everyone told them, hey, stop fighting. And she said, then you walked away. And then she said that then you returned and approached Tristan from behind and stabbed him 2 times.
If I may, it's almost unfair for the court.
No, I'm just saying what's in the steps.
You can understand that. What I'm getting at is almost unfair. All this was gone.
I'm sorry, what?
All of this was gone. Because it was at a bus stop. And so technically that's right. But when we say walk away, it's just a little verbal things. It was a scuffle.
All right, does anyone...
When we said we walk away, it's a walk away.
Oh, does anybody...
That's why I explained it as brief, but it was not like a prolonged, it was like a minute or less.
A minute or two come back. It wasn't.
So does anybody want to amend the steps for the court to see the video?
I have no objection to the court.
Judge, let me just give it burned on a medium for the court to review.
Okay.
It's not in anyway.
Okay. Because that would help me, because just reading the steps. All right. Thank you. All right. See, sometimes that's why it's so important to watch videos, because statements read differently than video. So I do see in the video that this appeared to be a continuous altercation. And there really wasn't. I thought maybe from the way the stipulation reads, it reads as though there was a cessation of any type of altercation. And then you come back with the complainant being unawares, but it appears that this was a continual altercation that started out as a verbal confrontation. Then it turned to a physical altercation. Then it stopped for about 2 seconds. Then it's another physical altercation. And it's all up and down in front of the bus stops. And then you fell into the street, almost got hit by a vehicle. And then the altercation continued. So here's the thing. You only have 2 choices. These are your 2 choices. There are no other choices. So do not ask for any other choices. Your first choice is I'll find you guilty. I'll sentence you to 5 years in prison. I'll ask for the therapeutic community. Your other choice is I will give you deferred adjudication. That deferred adjudication will be for 10 years and you are going into inpatient treatment or either felony drug court. Those are your only 2 options. You have no other option. Which do you choose? All right. All right. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no residing in households with minors. In custody, we can see if felony drug court will take them. So in custody, there's going to be a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, there's going to be a TAP evaluation. And I am telling you now, that TAP evaluation, regardless of what it says, you're doing inpatient treatment because it's obvious to the court that you need inpatient treatment. And the reason why I'm going to request a TAP evaluation, even though I'm saying inpatient treatment, is because they will not take you anywhere unless the TAP evaluation has been completed. So, Ms. Abrams, TAP evaluation in custody, if not accepted in felony drug court, and he's either going to end up doing SATF or SafeP. If they recommend SafeP, of course, it will be SafeP. If they recommend SATF, it will be SATF. If they don't recommend inpatient at all, it will be SATF. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. And was there a restitution amount for the complainant or no?
Judge, he made communication with the complainant and he did say that he had the medical bills, but we don't have an exact amount. So I would request just a restitution hearing. That way I can reach out to University Hospital and get documentation.
All right. There's to be no contact with Tristan Mills. Ms. Ferguson, I need a restitution hearing in 30 days. All right. We'll have a restitution hearing on November 20th. This will run concurrent with 2025 CC 00611. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. Do you have any children? What are their ages?
17, 21, 24.
Okay. Probation, is there anything else? All right. With regards to the community service hours, 100 hours of those will be waived once you complete anger management. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If you do not get control of your drug use and maintain your sobriety, only 1 or 2 things going to happen. Either you're going to end up in prison or in jail, or either somebody's going to have to identify your body. And more likely than not, that will be your mom. So you're going to have to give up this lifestyle. If you do not, there's going to be a problem. And if you can't do it for yourself, then if you love your mom, you need to do it for her, because I'm sure she doesn't want to do this. And I'm sure she is always worried whether or not she's going to get a call that you're dead. You understand? All right. Good luck to you. Thank you.
With a 10-year probation sentence and a mandate for inpatient treatment, the court has spoken. But the judge's final words were a chilling prediction of two possible futures. Did this sentence achieve justice? The real test for Avelina Lopez is just beginning. Thanks for watching.